Hello, my name is Olivia Chu. I'm the joint recipient of the 2019 Delius Prize together with cellist Tom Pickles. Unfortunately, we're not able to play together at this time. However, we do hope that you enjoy what we'll have to offer separately today. I will be playing Delius's 3 preludes for solo piano, which were the last of his published solo piano works. They are quite short, spontaneous and improvisational in style. The 3 preludes were written in 1923, during which time he also wrote his second violin sonata, his 5 piano pieces and also the incidental music for the play Hassan. Delius was in declining health then. He was actually suffering from late-stage syphilis, which greatly affected his mobility and vision. The first of these 3 preludes is marked Scherzando and is dedicated to Evelyn Howard-Jones, a distinguished English pianist. He was also the dedicatee of Delius's 5 piano pieces. He's a very close friend of Delius. He often paid Delius visits and played for him. And in 1924, a year after Delius completed writing these 3 preludes, Evelyn Howard-Jones gave the premiere of the 3 preludes at Wigmore Hall. The second prelude, which is marked Quick, features a ripple of 16ths against a left-hand melody. It was written for Adine O'Neill, a renowned English pianist and also a pupil of Clara Schumann. She was the wife of composer Norman O'Neill, another of Delius's close friends. The last prelude has a lively, undulating movement and a delightful melody in 2/4 time that later erupts into a world of pleasure and delight in 3/4 time. Finally, I will also play the very languorous and enchanting Lotus Land by Cyril Scott, a popular amongst pianists for encores and perhaps even violinists, for we know that the famous Chrysler also wrote an arrangement of Lotus Land for violin and piano. So Cyril Scott was a very prolific composer who wrote some 400 works that include opera, ballets, chamber music, concertos, and so on. He has also been known as the father of British modern music, as well as the pioneer of British piano music. He was most definitely part of the Delius circle. I hope you enjoy our performances. Thank you.
Hi there, this is Tom Pickles sending you virtual greetings from a very wet and rainy The Hague in the Netherlands, where I'm currently based. Back in 2019, I was the recipient of the Delius Society Prize, along with Olivia Chu, who I believe you will have just heard playing very beautifully, I'm sure. I've got 2 pieces of recorded music to share with you today. It's been a real pleasure exploring and recording this music to share with you. As you can imagine, my diary has been a little bit emptier over the last few months than I've become used to. So this really has been a very welcome and enjoyable project to get stuck into. The first piece we're going to share is by Ian Venables, who's a composer chiefly known for writing songs. In fact, he has been called Britain's greatest living composer of art song. This one is called At Malvern. It's originally from a song for baritone and piano, and the text is by the poet John Addington Symonds from his poem On the Hillsides. This poem deals with themes of finding solace in nature and hints at some existential angst as well, which you can particularly hear in the slower middle section of the song. Finally, I'd like to virtually introduce you to Shintaro Kawahara, who is the pianist I've been rehearsing and recording with out here in the Netherlands. Now we move on to the Romance for Cello and Piano by Frederick Delius, which really is just one of the most gorgeous pieces. It must surely be among his most enchanting pieces of chamber music. It's full of Delius's distinctive and beautifully rich unfolding harmonies and very long and beautiful melodies which have some unexpected twists and turns and some intricate rhythms too. This piece was written in 1896 during Delius's time in Paris. This was, by all accounts, quite a productive, creative period of his life. And in fact, the Delius biographer Diana McVeigh remarked of these years that Delius was found to be attractive, warm-hearted, spontaneous and amorous. It presents an interesting challenge for the cellist, being in B major, obviously a wonderfully rich and warm key, but not the most natural on the cello. So it's been interesting trying to get the cello to really sing in some of these places that it doesn't necessarily always get played. I've enjoyed that challenge. And I'll leave you to decide how successful I've been. Some of the piano writing is very reminiscent of the later cello sonata, especially in the middle section. Listen out for the block chords in the piano at the place marked a tempo vivo when the passion starts to get ramped up a bit in the middle of the romance. If you want to read a little bit more about my experience of preparing and recording these pieces, I'll be publishing a blog post about that on my website, tompickles.com. You're very welcome to have a look. It's been a real pleasure to explore this piece and to get to know it, and I dearly hope to have the chance to perform it to a live audience in the future when that becomes possible again.